It was a balmy spring afternoon in Boise, Idaho, the kind of day that begged for open windows and a cold drink. I'm Nathan Hayes, 44, a lean guy 175 pounds still running trails like I did in high school. I'd just dropped my Volvo off for service, so I had the dealership shuttle me home instead of heading back to the office. The backyard was calling overgrown shrubs leaves to rake a chance to clear my head. As I worked near the back fence, a cherry-red Corvette roared into our driveway. My brother Lucas Hayes, 44, always showed up to borrow something, rarely returning it. I grinned, expecting his usual charm offensive. But then I heard my son Ethan, 18, shout, "Dad, what brings you to the land of the spineless?" My heart stopped. Why was Ethan calling Lucas Dad? And why was our home spineless? Lucas laughed. "Returning your Uncle Nate's chainsaw, kid. Fried the cord. Gotta fix it to finish my yard." Ethan's voice dropped casual but cutting Nate's clueless, clueless. That's me, Nathan. I crept toward the garage phone on recording their words. Ethan noted my car wasn't there. He's never home before 5. I avoid him anyway. When can I crash at your place? This house is a drag. Lucas sighed. Your mom wants you around, Ethan. You're her only kid. She'd feel lost without you. I'll talk to her Thursday about you staying with me this summer. Ethan's next words hit like a sledgehammer. Why doesn't Mom just divorce him and move in with you? My world tilted. Lucas chuckled. I've asked her that for years, kid. She says I'm a great lover but a lousy husband. She admires Nathan, says he makes her feel like the luckiest woman alive. She loves him, not me. You're why she stays. My knees buckled. I slid down the garage wall hidden by ornamental grasses. Ethan, my son, wasn't mine. My wife Sophia, pregnant by Lucas. Their affair was ongoing. The betrayal crushed me. Lucas added, "Gotta run, but I'll see you at Grandma's tomorrow for Dad's birthday lunch." I stumbled to the backyard swing where I'd pushed Ethan for years, tears mixing with dirt as I sobbed until my shoes were caked in mud. I needed answers. Years ago, Sophia, Ethan, and I did DNA tests for ancestry. Could Sophia have swapped my sample with Lucas's to hide Ethan's paternity? It seemed unthinkable, but the pieces fit. My life, my legacy was a lie. I'm Nathan Hayes, CFO and COO of Hayes Precision, a Boise aerospace parts firm started by my great-grandfather as a blacksmith shop. My father, Henry, 71, is chairman. Lucas, a flashy marketing director, thrives on charm, not skill. At 6'3", 225 pounds, he's the opposite of me, a high school football star, loud, intimidating. His phys ed degree was a joke earned through athletic favoritism. I clawed through college with loans and grit, earning degrees in industrial engineering and accounting. Lucas opens doors. I keep the business running. We're a family firm, but tensions simmer. Lucas once demanded sales commissions, so I fought for my patent royalties. Henry sided with Lucas instantly, but dragged his feet on my request. Sophia, 44. My wife is stunning, blonde, blue eyes, fair skin, a 9 out of 10. We met at a Meridian 5K charity run. Her ponytail bounced, her curves drew every eye. I caught up, saved her from a stumble, and we clicked. A year later, we married in her hometown church. She's a high school principal now, sharp, dedicated, running McKinley High for struggling kids. We tried for years to conceive, adjusting diets, tracking ovulation, but nothing worked. I wanted 2 kids, didn't care about gender. When Sophia finally got pregnant, we were overjoyed. Ethan's birth was brutal, a C-section nearly fatal for both. Doctors warned another pregnancy could kill her. We agreed to surgery to prevent it. Ethan was our miracle, my pride. At 15, he grew distant, moody, dismissing my accounting career as unmanly. I chalked it up to teen rebellion. Now hearing Lucas and Ethan, I saw the truth. I was a fool. That night, I watched Sophia like a hawk. Dinner was lively. Ethan left for a movie, and Sophia in a lace apron and nothing else flirted as we cleaned the kitchen. Her touch was electric, her passion unmatched. In bed, she was fervent, responsive, declaring undying love. No hint of deceit. I almost doubted what I'd heard. But Ethan's build, tall, muscular like Lucas and Henry, wasn't mine. Saturday, we drove Sophia's Lexus to my parents' Eagle home for Henry's 88th birthday. My mother, Clara, 63, greeted us warmly. I studied Lucas and Sophia's interactions. Her hug to him was cold, almost annoyed, unlike his eager embrace. Was it a front? I probed, asking Lucas if he'd see him Thursday at noon. He smirked. Nah, got a big project. Sweating it out. Sophia choked on her drink, her eyes blazing at him. The room froze. I pressed big client. Her glare could have cut steel. Silence screamed louder than clinking forks. They all knew. Henry broke the tension, urging us to plan schedules. I'm thrilled you're here for my birthday. My grandfather bought our 160-acre ranch when it was nowhere. He'd be proud it's still ours, and Hayes Precision thrives under Nathan and Lucas. I'm retiring as chairman. Lucas will take over with Nathan's salary at 75% of his. I want Nathan to stay rewarded for his patents. Sophia squeezed my hand, smiling. Report to Lucas, the guy who can't tell a CNC machine from a toaster disaster. Lucas smirked. I'm the boss, little brother. You handle the small stuff. A real man runs things, not a weakling like you. Henry snapped. Enough, Lucas. I'm still board chairman and I own the shares. You'll run it my way. This company's been ours for over a century. We're Hayes, and family is everything. He pointed to photos of 3 generations of Hayes men. I noticed something. Which photos? Grandpa Henry pointed. Left? Dad's next, then me. You know that. I pushed. I don't look like any Hayes living or dead. Different build, hair, face. Lucas and Ethan look like Hayes. Why? Clara's shoulders slumped. Henry's face reddened. Silence fell again. I'd learned to ask hard questions and wait. Clara spoke. Nathan, you deserve the truth. Henry and I were engaged. At my bachelorette party, I was with another man. I thought I was pregnant by Henry. We married before I knew. We thought you were his. You were small, frail, with complications from MS as a baby. At 10, we realized you resembled that other man. DNA confirmed you're not Henry's son. Lucas is. My world shattered again. I wasn't a Hayes. Henry treated me worse because I wasn't his. Clara added, we love you like Lucas. You're our son. Comforting, but it didn't explain Ethan. I turned to Henry. Why doesn't Ethan have my build but looks like you and Lucas? Another bombshell. Sophia and you struggled to conceive. It stressed her. She felt like a failure. Clara suggested Lucas could help, for the Hayes legacy. Sophia resisted but agreed for the family. We hoped it'd stay secret, but DNA and builds gave it away. A storm raged inside me. My mother, my wife conspired to have Lucas father my son. Sophia and Clara hugged me, tears flowing. Clara whispered, my son, I'm so proud of you. Sophia sobbed, my husband, I love you. Henry said, we hoped you'd see the love in this. Love, I snapped. Henry, why wouldn't I mind being humiliated? Ethan, you're ashamed I'm not a real man, like Lucas. Ethan growled, now you know how I feel. Sophia shouted, Nathan's the best father. He's given you everything. Be grateful. I roared, why lie? For 18 years. You laughed behind my back, calling me clueless while I bragged about my son. Henry pleaded, we couldn't hurt you, Nathan. We need you at the factory. You're the brains. We can't afford someone as good as you. I was done. You had Lucas father my son for your legacy, paid me less than peers for profit, dangled the chairman role, then gave it to Lucas because of Hayes' blood. You think Sophia's still sleeping with him? Silence. Sophia's voice broke. I'm sorry, Nathan. The stress. I don't love him. I hate him. I needed him to cope. I turned away. Lucas grabbed my arm. I won't see her anymore. I want someone younger. She's yours. Rage surged. I swung at his nose but hit his throat. He collapsed, gasping. Ethan rushed to him, yelling, You bastard! Sophia kicked Lucas, screaming, You deserve this! I stormed out, backed Sophia's Lexus into Lucas's Corvette, then clipped Henry's F-150. I drove to an abandoned gas station, sobbing, punching the dashboard until exhaustion hit. I had options: stay, report to Lucas, and relive this pain daily. No, slip away quietly. They didn't care when I was here. Why would they if I left option 3 burn their legacy down? I packed my Volvo with essentials boxed keepsakes in Ethan's Acura. Our dog Bullet whined, leaving a mess by the house. I scooped it onto our wedding quilt, a heirloom with our names stitched in, and left my ring on top. On the cherrywood dining table, I stacked photos of Sophia, Ethan, and Lucas, drove a nail through them, shattering glass. I checked into a Spokane extended stay hotel, parked the Volvo at the airport, rented a Hertz, and stored Ethan's car. I was invisible. Sunday, I hit Hayes Precision. As CFO, I had access to all accounts. I moved funds to a Cayman Islands account, enough for 2 payrolls left behind. I maxed the credit line, changed logins, and rerouted mail to a fake Montana address. Utilities, power, gas, water, internet were canceled. I locked the main transformer room, tossing keys into solvent. Lucas's computer held videos of him with employees, locals, wives, and Sophia. I copied them to a USB. The factory my lifelong dream to lead was now a tomb. I'd attended industry conferences while Lucas partied. Now I'd use those contacts to start over. Lawyer Mark Jensen filed for divorce citing infidelity. Sophia contested Ethan's college fund and car. I offered half the fund, threatening to sue for fraud over Ethan's paternity. She relented, requesting an hour to explain. I agreed, recording it. At our Meridian home, no seduction, just papers. She recited apologies, claiming stress and love for me. I calculated 18 years twice monthly, 432 encounters with Lucas. She whispered, Too many. I asked why. She said Henry pushed for a Hayes heir, fearing Lucas's other kids wouldn't measure up. She hated Lucas's roughness, loved my tenderness, but continued for her flaw arrogance, craving his cruelty. Last time, the day I punched him after us, I left her sobs trailing me. Divorce finalized 2 weeks later. I kept half the fund, the car's sale, and no alimony since Ethan wasn't mine. A video from Lucas's drive haunted me. Sophia on her knees, barking like a dog at his command. My dream woman broken. I deleted it. Another video showed Clara, my friend James Carter's wife, disoriented in a hotel with Lucas. I shared it with James, proving her regret. He thanked me, relieved. Donan Aerospace in Spokane offered me a job. CEO Tim Donan, 62, was warm, offering a hefty package. HR head Michaela Reynolds, 39, stunning brunette, green eyes, fair skin, assessed me. Our lunch sparked something. Months later, we dated, her wit and warmth healing me. Hayes Precision tanked. Henry sold the ranch for debts, ending the legacy. Lucas and Ethan left town, selling used cars and flipping burgers. Michaela and I moved in together. A fertility test debunked my sterility, low count but viable. We stopped birth control. At Christmas, she introduced me to her parents. Tim was her dad. They welcomed me. I proposed. She said yes. We married, no Hayes invited. Donan bought Hayes precision. I returned as president, greeted by cheers. With Michaela, our son Timothy DNA confirmed mine and a new life I'd risen from ashes.